All right, by now we all heard, hopefully, about what happened in Texas. There was a shooting at a competition or art gallery to um, showcase some drawings of Muhammad, who is the false prophet who represents Islam. Steven Crowder put in his drawing. Great respect for this man. Honestly, if you haven't listened to him, if you haven't seen his videos, you need to go and see him. If you have um, a bad idea or you don't have a good idea about Islam, go ahead, start with Steven Crowder's videos. They couldn't be more accurate, and he's honestly more than fair to them. He's very nice to them. I don't know why, but I guess he's a better person than I am. But shout out to Steven Crowder, and I wanted to put in my own little drawing. What do you mean you can't see him? It's Muhammad. He's right there. He's sad because he's in hell. No? Okay. Well, I never said I was a good artist. Anyways, so first thing I want to talk about is you know who you are, Justin, talking about we shouldn't have provoked them. For one, provoking is what we do as Americans. I don't want to go back to Boston Tea Party. Yes, I do. Okay, Boston Tea Party dumped all the cargo, the tea, into the water. Started the Boston Tea Party. One of the first acts of revolution. It's kind of what we do as Americans. It's our specialty, really. I mean, I try to be as politically incorrect as I can be on a daily basis because, one, I like to make people laugh because regardless of what the liberal media tells you, people have a great sense of humor and realize that most of this politically correct crap is just that. It's crap. If anybody gets offended that easily, honestly, survival of the fittest. You need to just sharpen up a little bit, get thicker skin, pray for salvation, I don't know, something. So that's one. So as Americans, this is what we do. We provoke. Number two, provoking someone does not give them the right to go ahead and shoot at you. That's not okay. That's not how we roll. Excuse me. So that's the drawing, and that's provoking them. Then I really want people to go ahead and educate yourself on Islam because everybody's calling them terrorists, Muslim extremists. No, they're not. They're not. They're not terrorists. They're not Muslim extremists. They're just Muslims. I mean, I don't understand why it is that we keep labeling them as something that they're not. They're Muslims. They're good Muslims. They're devout Muslims. They're just doing what the Quran tells them to do. And if you haven't argued with me, put it down over there in the comment section because you really can't argue with me. That wasn't a fair statement. You can't argue with me because I was raised Muslim and I lived in the Middle East for over 10 years, so you've got zilch for arguments. And I already have Christ on my head, so I'm not really worried about the consequences of what's going to happen. And I'm American. Remember the provoking thing? Yeah, I love it. Anyways, so that's that. They're just devout Muslims doing what they're told to do by the God who, by the way, is not the same God as the Jews and Christians. And I can explain that further, but for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to. After that, I would like to say thank you to the Muslim who tweeted about one of our brothers just shot up at this art museum or whatever, and y'all use your freedom of speech. We'll show you what we're gonna do, something along those lines. Thank you, because now you realize that if we use our freedom of speech and you try to retaliate, we're gonna use Second Amendment on you. Apparently, y'all missed that we have that, and in Texas, no less. Oh my goodness, poor little terrorist babies. Don't realize you can't do that in Texas? You'll get shot. Okay, so that's that. Of course, my condolences to anybody who got affected or any victims in this situation. Next, I want this to be a lesson to ISIS. Why? He's a pharaoh. Why do you want it to be a lesson to ISIS? Y'all think you're badasses and you're unstoppable because you're in the Middle East in a desert where people are unarmed. You will be stopped. And had we had a decent president, or even half a decent president, y'all would have been stopped by now. Y'all will be stopped, one way or the other, over there. But this should be a lesson for you every time you think about threatening us here on our own homeland, on our own turf. It's not going to work out real well for you because we're armed. We're very dangerous to you. And we know our country real well. Y'all wouldn't fare real well in swamps or in the woods or even in our cities. Y'all will be dead. So take this as what it is. A very large warning and a threat that if you come to our country, we are going to kill all of y'all. Now, many of us have made these videos. Miss Michelle Connery, amazing woman, she made a video and she told y'all not to do it, and y'all still continue to do it. Apparently because you think our president kind of bends over for the King of Saudi Arabia, that we're all going to do the same for y'all. It doesn't work that way, honey. Okay? So that was it, and y'all have a great day.